So hello everyone.
Hello,
Welcome to the new day and new vlog. Today we have with us our beloved friend Shubhadeep. How are you, Shubhadeep?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Superb. And what is the title for today's video?
So today's video is degree recognition in Germany
Yeah.
and how to use the Anabin database to
Correct.
know whether your degree is recognized in Germany or
Yeah.
not.
To check that status, because if you have watched one of the videos where we discussed regarding whether, like Shubdeep's experience as well, that whether provisional degree certificate can be used for application or enrollment procedure or not, and the answer was yes. In his case, he used that for his application as well as enrollment procedure. And one of the point that he mentioned that time, that he used Anabin database for it to recognize his university, that is the degree from his university valid, or can he use that degree to apply for Germany. So I thought that we should cover this video, or we thought that there should be a separate video regarding this Anabin database, because some students might have this question or query, or might be new for them, that what is Anabin database. And here we'll be discussing about the step-by-step guide, like how to use Anabin database, how to go to it, and how to check about your university degree and check the degree recognition and maybe the various set of status. So Shubdeep, how you got to know about this Anabin database first of all?
So first of all, I would like to actually clarify what is this Anabin database.
Yeah.
So Anabin database is a database that has been created by the Department of Education in Germany.
Yeah.
That is used to grade the degrees of foreign universities.
Yeah.
So let's say foreign students want to apply to universities in Germany. So the universities here, they check the Anabin database in order to verify how these degrees are recognized here in Germany.
Yeah.
Foreign degrees are recognized here in Germany.
Correct.
So when I needed to, when I had that issue with my provisional degree certificate, whether it would be accepted or not.
Yeah.
So I had actually gone on forums about like education in Germany and studying in Germany, and I had asked around there, and there a person told me that you can definitely go and check out the Anabin database, see if how your university is recognized on the Anabin database. And I did that, and I noticed that my university is recognized as H plus,
Yeah.
which is the best grade.
Yeah.
And so I realized, so I readily understood that my provisional degree will be readily accepted
Yeah.
by the universities here in Germany.
Correct. And now, what is this H plus? What are these statuses? We will see that in the website as well. So I think we should directly go to the step-by-step guide to the Anabin database. So Shubdeep, if we start.
Okay, so now we are here on the laptop. So we are now going to use the search engine to search for Anabin first.
Yeah.
So we'll search for Anabin.
Yeah.
And here you can see the first link that we have arrived is the Anabin database link.
Correct.
So as you can see, Anabin Informationssystem zur Anerkennung. And then we can click on this link and go to the Anabin database.
Correct. And I think first of all, this website gets open. So you can see this is in German.
Yeah.
So maybe you can use, like Shubdeep is using, or we are using, this translate option. So you can read this website in English as well, and you can translate it.
So now, as you can see, we are greeted with the welcome to Anabin database.
Yeah.
And the database provides information on the evaluation of foreign educational qualifications and
Correct.
supports authorities, employers, private individuals in classifying foreign qualification in German education
Yeah.
system.
Correct.
So as you can see, there is a quick start guide here as well to guide you with searching, helping you searching for the information that you want to know.
Yeah.
Just like here that you would see, I would like to find out how my foreign university degree is evaluated in Germany.
Yeah.
And if we click on this, then you see we are taken to this research guide,
Yeah.
and it tells us how we can do that. So click on Anabin, and on the category we can select university degrees, and then on the search tab we can search for the country and the university.
Correct.
And then click on assessment to check how it is assessed. So not only German universities, not only education institutions, but also let's say someone is directly applying for a job here in Germany
Yeah.
from India.
Yeah.
So even employers can actually use this website
Okay.
to know whether your degree is valid here in Germany.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So here I
yeah.
think there is this step-by-step guide, procedure is mentioned, notice is written, and you can maybe read this, right? Go through this.
Yes.
And there is this option to download this research guide. So you can see this research guide is in German. So maybe you can also translate this document if you require to do so. So now Shubdeep, if we continue.
Okay, so now we move on to the part where we search for the institution.
Correct.
And so we go back to the homepage of the website.
Yeah.
And now we select the option institutions.
Okay. Now one more point here to mention is that in the quick start, right, like Shubdeep showed, that there is this option I would like to find out. Now there are certain options. If you like to find out whether my foreign university is recognized in Germany, right? How it is evaluated, how it is recognized. Or maybe I would like to work in Germany and find out which recognition body is responsible for my university degree. So there are these several options which you can see. Or maybe like I would like to find out how I can use the degree I acquired in Germany. So I think you can go through these documents. We just showed you an example via this link. So now Shubdeep, continuing with the status part and how now we are using this Anabin database.
Okay, so let us say you are a student in India and you want to check out the validity of your degree here in Germany. So first things first, you open the Anabin database.
Yeah.
And now if you come over here,
Yeah.
so you see this option called institutions.
Correct.
Go over to here.
Yeah.
And then here you can see that it discusses the institution sections, mainly lists foreign higher education institutions.
Correct.
And so here you can see that it indicates that the institutions are grouped together in institution types and are given a certain status.
Correct.
This status indicates whether an institution can be considered a university or not. The status of an institution can be H+, H-, and H+ or minus.
Correct.
So we will know in detail about what these statuses mean later on. So now let us search for a university. So if we go here under seek, and here we can see we can search for, you can open country selection to select countries, or even you can directly search. So I'll search for my university. So let's say Calcutta.
Okay, so your university name is Calcutta University.
Yes. So searching for it. So we arrive here. So there are two options, which are Indian Institute of Management, IIM Calcutta, and here it is my university, University of Calcutta. As you can see, its location is Kolkata, West Bengal. It's a state university. Its status is H+, and it's in India.
Okay, so now here you can see that there are these various column names which you can say like institution, location, institution type, status, country. So I think whichever university you are from, you can search here the name, or maybe like Shubdeep searched only Calcutta, but he got the option. So maybe even if you type the state name or city name, or I think you will get, because it's a search bar, so you can type a term and maybe related institutions from that state or from that city will be visible here. So now Shubdeep, if we continue from here.
So yes, so now we click on this plus sign here, and we can actually get to know more about our university. So you can see it's in India. The name is University of Calcutta. We even get the address. We get the link to its website.
Nice.
And we can see since where it is recognized. So it's recognized since 1857. It's a state university and it's an accredited institution of higher education. So it's that's affiliated with the federal government. Correct. Which is the state government. So now we will go into how these universities are graded and how you can understand what a particular grade given to a university means. So if you would come here, as you can see, Calcutta University has been graded H+. So what does that mean? If we click on this, then you can see another window opens up, and here you can see within the category status, Anabin answers one of the most frequently asked questions as far as possible at the level of institution type. That is a foreign education institution recognized as a university or not? So there are three categories to define that. As you can see, the first here is H+. H+, institutions of these types are recognized as universities in their respective countries of origin and are therefore considered universities in Germany. So any university that is given a status of H+ is also and is formally recognized as a university in that country is also recognized in Germany. So basically, it's not just India. Any other country where any institution has been given the status of H+, it is also considered a equal institution of equal importance here in Germany.
Correct. So here, like it's written regarding this, and important point is also mentioned. The classification as H+ simply means that the degree obtained can be subjected to an equivalence test in higher education sector, right? But it's also written this does not constitute a preliminary decision as to whether the degrees from this institution can be considered equivalent to German university degrees. So I think this they also explicitly mentioned that this can be used, but you cannot directly equate or equivalent to.
That's why we want to keep stressing on the word equivalent. It's not equal, but it is
similar,
equivalent or similar. Because at the end, the final decision for you being able to study at a university or you being able to get a job is taken by the employer or that respective university.
Correct.
So they will definitely use this database to understand how valid your degree is. But at the end, it's also a decision by them.
Correct. So now if we move forward, so you can read like this important point which is mentioned here, right? And one more point that I wanted to show was like Shubdeep read here, right? So there it's written that they are respective countries of origin and are therefore considered universities in Germany, right? But this point, like we mentioned, is also noticeable, that whether it's equivalent or not. I think that's one of the important points. Now, going to H minus, Shubdeep.
So H minus, as you can see, institutions of these types are not regarded as universities either temporarily or permanently. They are not a homogeneous group.
Yeah.
There are essentially two groups of cases. Institutions claim to be universities but are not currently recognized as universities in their country of origin. And also, like, the institutions of these types are not universities in terms of their own claim, but also according to the legal status in the country of origin,
Correct.
but rather technical colleges, for example.
Yeah.
So this usually talks about such institutions that are yet to be deemed to be university.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of institutions in India as well that are yet to be deemed to be universities or are just simple colleges. So those institutions are somewhat graded H minus here, and hence these institutions, these degrees will not be considered as equivalent to the degrees or the bachelor degrees here in Germany,
or recognized.
or recognized. But again, this is simply a grading scale by a educational institution, by the Department of Education here in Germany. So it is still just a scale which universities use to grade you. So at the end, the final decisions are taken by the university. So if the university is aware of your college or your institution, then they might make an exception for you.
Correct. And now if we move to the next category, which is H plus minus, what is
So
this?
H plus minus is, it is not possible to determine a uniform status for these institutions at the level of the institution type. This group is also not homogeneous. Two cases can be distinguished. Type includes both recognized and non-recognized institutions, and in the country of origin there is no determination of status with regard to the institutions. So this usually refers to institutions. So as I said, that H plus are the institutions that are considered equivalent, and H minus are considered that are not so equivalent but somewhat equivalent.
One more point to correct here is that H plus can be recognized in Germany. Like they also explicitly mentioned that
Yes.
it doesn't mean exactly equivalent, but
Yes.
it is recognized.
Yes, and H minus is can be maybe, because if the
Can be
university is
recognized or not, yeah.
aware of your institution, otherwise mostly it's not.
Yeah.
And H plus minus is a special case where the German administration here is not able to determine the existence, or rather the validity of the university in that respective country.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they are not able to validate that information, that's when they rate that institution H plus minus, because they are not able to validate the degree, or they haven't seen this university. Maybe it's a very new university that has not yet been validated by the German education department. So that is why these institutions are rated H plus minus.
Correct. And I think like we saw these all categories, like we scrolled right through the entire page. We saw H plus minus, H minus and H plus. And one of the important points again that I'll repeat is regarding this, that these qualifications are equivalent to those at universities are also assigned to this category, right? But again, this does not constitute a preliminary decision whether degrees from this institution can be equivalent to German university degree. So it can be recognized. So I think this is a point that needs to be highlighted, that there is a difference between recognition and equivalence.
Yeah.
So I think that is important, but I think like your university was H plus recognized.
Yeah.
So I think, or your degree that you got was
Yeah.
H plus recognized. So I think you applied through that degree,
Yeah.
and I think then you got the admission. So
Yeah.
although the admission still depends on the respective university or the institution which are handling
This
the
is simply
admission.
a grading scale.
Correct.
What universities can use to, let's say, verify your degree. Like your first verification, first checkup.
Yeah.
That whether this student is from a legit university or not.
Yeah,
Because there are a lot of let's say wrong applications as well.
correct.
So that's why the university needs to be vigilant and verify every piece of information
Yeah.
about every student. That is why these databases exist for
Correct.
the universities, to make an initial checkup as to what this university stands under the German Anabin database.
Correct. So now as we can see, and we can I think close these options, and there are these certain options that we went through, right? Like we saw these tabs. You can enter different university names, different key terms, and then search accordingly about your university. And I think it's well sorted as well. Like we showed all these categories, and I think for different universities or different countries, you can get these details. This was just an example of Shubdeep's university because he used that, and also in this page there are several tabs, so you can go to those as well. Professional qualifications, school qualifications. So I think there are several tabs which you can use, right, to maybe verify the degree, or to verify your institution from where you studied. So but this page comes first in German and you can then translate it to English and you can read related information one by one from this. So see, like here it's also written information about professional qualification, right? Academic, health professions, health professions, and all these points here.
Yeah. So that was it about like Anabin database.
Yeah.
We have explained quite a few details about it. And, not only is it used for again just to verify your degree for a master's program, but also by your potential employers in the future. Like even our degrees again will be evaluated by the professional, the employers when we go for jobs, or let's say we go for PhDs in the in future. Our degrees will again be evaluated, and they will use the same Anabin database to evaluate our degrees that we have received at any foreign country.
Correct. So I think that's it regarding the details, or you got an idea regarding the overview of this Anabin database. So I hope through this vlog you got the idea, as we said, regarding the overview and the step-by-step guide of Anabin database. You can use this database for various purposes. There are various tabs, you can go through that. But since Shubdeep or some person might use that to verify their university degree before applying, just to check what's the status, so you can use it. And thank you so much, Shubdeep, for telling all these details and sharing your insights. I think through your video of provisional degree as well, people got the idea, and the people who are not aware also got introduced with this term Anabin database. So you can use this as well. And I'll thank everyone, and we'll end this vlog now. Rest, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye, ciao ciao, namaste, chalo. See you in new day, new vlog. Also, you can go to different playlists and watch videos according to your interest. You can also go to RPTube Kaiser Slogan playlist. There the videos are in English. You can watch that as well whenever you get time. Bye bye.